Out of the I formation, Kraft gets the call. And a punishing run crossing the 10. The hit by Micah Thomas. Who else?
Yeah, they bring in Bobby Holly, the fullback. He doesn't see a lot of action, but he comes in goal line short yardage and some red zone opportunities, and he lines up at that short fullback. And then they hand the ball off to Kraft, and Kraft just trying to get ahead, and he's met by a swarm of midshipmen.
Approaching 5 minutes to play, tied at 38 here at the Armed Forces Bowl in Fort Worth. 8 on the play clock, and Higgins has to hurry. And some confusion imminent. Taylor goes in motion, and the inside give to Kraft. Tap dances his way across the 5. Third down coming up with a hit by Forrestall.
Ball, take a little time off the clock. Louisiana Tech third down conversions 49%, 8th in the country coming in. I'd say it's a pretty big third down for them.
Bulldogs need 3. Higgins looking for that back shoulder toss again. Henderson, did he make the catch? Touchdown! What a play for number 1. For the second time tonight, they've called his number in that same situation. And again, Henderson cashes in for 6.
Some players just have a knack for the end zone. Some have a knack for making great plays. And when you can do both, because Carlos Henderson right there, his second touch.
The quick strike nature of this offense. Play action on first down, lofting it for Bonner, who makes a diving catch. A late flag, the catch should count. And what a return for Darrell Bonner after a gain of 16. And Zach Abey back behind the line of scrimmage, holding his right knee, and that's not a good sign.
No, Zach Abey really took a shot that time.
And clearly in significant pain.
We have 2 fouls on the defense. Pass interference, defense, number 41. That's declined. Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense number 94. 15-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
So with AB being attended to, we could be seeing Malcolm Perry for the first time. One more look at that last sequence.
How about that? Do you think his family ever thought he probably thought he was never going to play this year? Oh yeah, I'm not going to get in. And AB, my guess is he may try to come back in. That's how tough he is. And by the way, it was a great throw and a catch.
We have a targeting foul. Number 94 defense will lead it with the crowd. Result of the foul. Number 94 has disqualified himself from the contest.
So a 15-yard gain and a 15-yard penalty, and Navy, after all of that in business. The injuries mounting up for the Mids this season. We mentioned it earlier. Will Worth went out in the American Championship game against Temple. He wasn't even supposed to be the starter this season. He took over for Tago Smith after he went out in week 1 against Fordham.
So 2 crucial penalties by the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs. Jordan Bradford with the targeting, he's ejected from the game, and then Michael Mims had the penalty on the kickoff return, and that gave Navy an additional 15 yards. So they're set up in plus territory nicely with 4 minutes remaining.
Malcolm Perry, the freshman from Clarksville, Tennessee, will fake the pitch. Off to the races. There goes Perry. Are you kidding me? Touchdown.
Nice call that time. Ivan Jasper, the offensive coordinator for Navy. Ken Niumatalolo, again, they're just at the controls of this offense. And, you know, to hand the keys over to Malcolm Perry, young freshman, he never thought he was going to get in the game, much less see the field this season. but he just snaps off the biggest play of the season for Navy. How about that?
Malcolm Perry hasn't completed a single pass this season. He's only rushed for 43 yards on 8 carries. How about 30 on that one toe to the rock and a touchdown to tie up this bowl game?
Boy, oh boy, you know, a little misdirection. They get the fast motion, then all of a sudden Malcolm Perry with a fake toss. And I think that's the play they tried to get Zach Abey to run earlier on that crucial 3rd down in the 3rd quarter. And Malcolm Perry executes to perfection. And wow, and a score. And now throws right back to Ryan Higgins. No pun intended. 25 to 36 on the night, 351 and 4 touchdown throws.
And all those numbers right at his season averages as Connor Smith on the swing pass tumbles ahead to the 20. Tyrus Wooten and Justin Norton combined to make the hit.
Yeah, and Ryan Higgins, not surprising, he was the most valuable player of Conference USA. Put up staggering numbers throughout the year, over 4,200 yards, 37 touchdowns prior to the 4 tonight. So he has had a spectacular season.
Pressure coming from the near side. Quick toss out to Henderson, makes a move and another. And there goes Carlos Henderson. Tackled at the 40 in a hard collision after a gain of 20 yards. Micah Thomas. And Henderson being helped up. Boy, what a performance by both number 1, Carlos Henderson, and Trent Taylor, number 5, for this Louisiana Tech team.
And I'd love to hear the remarks of Tom Luganbill and Todd McShay on Carlos Henderson and his acceleration when he catches the ball. Because right here, he catches it, and then he almost comes out of his shoes because he's moving so fast.
Back to live action. Inside give goes to Kraft. Louisiana Tech going tempo and a gain of 10. So under 3 to play, and Louisiana Tech trying to win its 9th game of the season. Has its destiny in its own control here. Now in plus territory.
Yeah, a crucial set of downs here right at midfield, because any mistake would give Navy great field position. Plenty of time still without any timeouts. And the midshipmen, they used them all early in the 3rd quarter.
4 wide on 1st down. Higgins surveys and looking for Taylor. The spin move along the sideline. A little shake and bake to boot. Shoved out of bounds inside the 30. Alohi Gilman with a stop. Louisiana Tech, though, already in scoring striking range.
Really good job that time of Ryan Higgins coming off the route down the field. He throws to the sideline, and who else? Trent Taylor, now 12 catches and about 200 and what, he got 225 yards, I believe. He's had a night too.
Two-headed monster of Henderson and Taylor. 233 officially for number 5.
Yep.
Higgins now has thrown for over 400. Kraft straight ahead. And if you're Louisiana Tech at this point, you're keeping an eye on that clock. You don't want to give the football back to Navy with too much time remaining.
You'd prefer not to give it back to him at all. And I think what Skip Holtz is playing for now is ball control and burn some clock, because Navy cannot stop the clock. And so you can wean the clock down quite a distance here and settle for a field goal, but you still got to get some gains here.
He'll whip the screen outside to Connor Smith. Has a 1st down inside the 15. Chopped down by Wooten. And with 1:01 remaining, Louisiana Tech deep in Navy territory after a gain of 9.
Boy, a big throw and a big catch. Connor Smith, that time the 5th-year senior, really gives Ryan Higgins a great big target. And then to be able to get ahead, get the 1st down, and stay in bounds. That's the most important thing. Not running out of bounds, keeping the ball in play, and letting that clock continue to wind down.
High formation for the 2nd time tonight. Kraft. A short pickup on 1st down. Navy unable to stop this clock. Out of timeouts. 23 seconds and counting, and this may be the final sequence right here. Jonathan Barnes, the junior place kicker out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Tom, he's 80% entering this game this season. He's also perfect tonight. So certainly a trusted kicker. And a chance perhaps for Louisiana Tech to win this bowl game off of his right leg.
Yep, and they'll run one more play, get the ball exactly where Jonathan Barnes feels most comfortable in kicking it from the right or the left hash, or right in the middle of the hash marks. But, you know, masterful job working down distance and clock management. I think it's been exceptional by Skip Holtz and the Bulldogs tonight. That's a pretty good play too from his offensive players. They have executed all game long and really been on the mark. So it's
Barnes, what do you have? This one to win the game. Barnes kick on the way. And Louisiana Tech wins it. 48-45, the final score as the rain comes down in Fort Worth. And the Bulldogs will end their season at 9-5.
Well, partner, we knew this one lined up to be one of the best bowl games of the season, and it did not disappoint, because the